Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Chamber of Skulls. Yes, I know my camera's a little bit sideways, and that's okay. But let's talk a little bit of musicians in general getting political. Now, this is one thing I have never understood. Why any celebrity would use their platform, whether it's an actor, a musician, comedian, whatever. Now, I understand if let's take Jeff Dunham for example, when he was making fun of Joe Biden and he was using the whole case scenario as his stunt. Now, he wasn't bashing on Joe Biden for per se, but he was more or less just using him as escape for comic relief. He never once utilized whether he was pro Biden or pro Trump, or if he even gave two shits about either one. He was using Biden, well, what Biden really is, a joke. But you take all these actors and actresses and musicians who go out there and use their platform to push their feelings, their beliefs, their political standpoint on my dime because I paid good money to see your concert, to listen to your music, not to hear you talk about how much you hate this politician and how much you love this politician, and that if anybody loves that politician, that they're a worthless piece of shit. But it happens all the time. Just like recently, I seen a video where, God, what was the artist's name? Fuck, I can't think of his name. But an artist out of the '90s, maybe the early or maybe the late '80s, took time out of his concert and was preaching politics. Now, a fan hollered up onto him and says, "Hey, shut the fuck up and play music like you're supposed to." He had a hissy fit and told security to pull this guy after the show because he wants to talk to him backstage. Now, first of all, that is ridiculous because that guy is right. He paid a concert ticket to listen to the guy's music. He didn't buy concert tickets to listen to his political view. And I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I don't pay attention to a whole lot of this stuff except for what's published. But I've noticed that more times than not that it is the liberals who get up on stage and preach about how much Donald Trump is an asshole and Joe Biden has done so much for us. You don't hear of any or very few conservative musicians or celebrities in general talking about how great Donald Trump is and how much of an asshole Joe Biden is. Now, is it because conservative celebrities understand that their fans don't want to hear politics, that their fans want to enjoy what they're there for, to be entertained? I'm sure you might be sitting here looking at this little guy in the corner here. It's a little piece that I got of my collection. I have a bunch of skulls. Not sure if you're familiar with my other channel, the Chamber of Skulls. I have a growing collection of skulls and just recently came across, this would be my fifth figure, 5 inches tall, cute little figures. They would add perfectly to my collection. So just wanted to throw that out there. I'm sure you guys are probably looking at him, trying to figure out what the hell exactly that is. If he's some kind of political standpoint or what. No, not a political standpoint. Just a little piece of artwork that I enjoy. Now, back to the topic. I've heard from two huge celebrities, that they will never talk about politics in their career, whether they're on stage or off stage. If they're in the public's eye, politics will not come out of their mouth. Now, why? Well, it's very simple, really. It has to do with being an entertainer. First and foremost, last and in between, it's about being an entertainer. I watch your movie. I listen to your music. I watch your comedy act. I don't give two shits what president you desire. I don't care what side of the fence you follow, you favor. I care what music you make. I care what kind of a movie you make. I care about your comedy act. That's all I care about. If I wanted to know about your political act, I would get to know you on a personal basis. But you know what? You're just an entertainer to me. Now listen up, everybody in the background. If by chance there are any entertainers listening to this, watching this video, pay attention very closely. I'm going to say this once. We only want to hear or see your act of entertainment. If you're an actor or an actress, we only give a shit about your movie. We became a fan of yours because you're a damn good actor or actress, because you're a damn good comedian, or because you're a fucking good musician. That's the only reason we became a fan of yours. We didn't become a fan of yours because you're a Democrat, or we didn't become a fan of yours because you're a Republican. That's going to lose a lot of fans because in today's time frame, people are way too uptight on politics. People care too much what everybody thinks. People get involved in the cancel culture because these individuals share their political views, and a lot of their fans are against their political views. So now all of a sudden they get canceled. Oh, well, so and so thinks that Donald Trump is doing a good job. He's going to no longer be a musician. You know what? Who really gives two shits? But keep up what you're good at. And preaching politics just because you're a celebrity is not what you're good at. I don't give a shit, and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people don't give a shit who you like as a politician. We don't give a shit who you like, what side of the fence you like, what your political views are about a fucking thing. All we care about is how can you entertain us. So I'm going to leave that there. Until next time, I will see you on the flip side, and you guys have a great week.